Okay, now I am going to give CO2 session 2 here utilizing for the break even point. Here earlier in the last class session 1 we are going to learn what the understanding about the break even analysis, why here to require the break even analysis, how the break even analysis helping to our construction projects, then what are the types of the cost there will be going to generally under coming with that break even analysis, what is meant by break even analysis, what are the types of the components they need the break even analysis, all those things you learned in the last class. Okay, CO2 section 1 done. Now we are coming with the CO2 the section 2 the break even. Here to required one more things important points we are going to learn, that is coming with the break even point. What is meant by break even point? Here break even point here. So my dear students, here the break even point is nothing but called as the break even point is the level of sales at which total cost equal to revenue. That is also to know the definition of the break even point. Then we come to the below the break even point, a business incurs losses, above it the business make a profit. That is also to requirement, this is called as the break even point. Then you coming to the next one is calculate as break even point, that is generally called as the short cost, name BEP, that is the fixed cost, then by selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. All those things to required under calculate the break even point. My dear students, so all of you, how you are going to require, how you are going to calculate the break even point is what are the material, what are the activity, what are the types of the component, what are the type of the item you are going to know. Fixed cost, that is the nothing but divided by selling price per unit, then variable cost per unit. That is the things, these are all the three parameters you know automatically to evaluate, automatically to calculate the break even point. This is the called as the break even point. Then break even analysis, how you are going to calculate the break even analysis, which type of the formulas, how you are going to utilizing, which type of the formulas you are going to be utilizing under the break even analysis. The break even analysis, break even point analysis, that is the you know earlier you know this. Okay, already tell to you, already shown to you that formula also, fixed cost divided by selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. I think so this is you know in these units by using for the in dollars, fixed cost divided by contribute margins, that is called the selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit as a percentage of the selling price. This is the nothing but is called the break even analysis formula. Please my dear students, all of you note down wherever to required, whenever going to involving any type of the projects, these will going to be helping to ours to calculate to know the actual cost of the how much amount of the to implement, how much amount of the to propose, and then going to spend, to know contribution of the margins. Here to require one more important parameters, how we will go to the contribute, what the type of the measures, what the type of the requirement to required under coming to the contribution margins. That is the contribution margin is the amount which unit contributes to cover fixed cost and generating profit. That is nothing but called contribution margins. You know the margin of the contribution in the amount each unit contributes to cover fixed cost and generating profits. That is also under coming to the margins, contribution margins. Then you coming to the how you are going to calculate the contribution margins to calculate selling price per unit minus variable cost per unit. Selling price how much amount of to sell, how much amount of the going to the give the cost, the what is the type of the variables there will be going to the to know the unit divided by selling price per unit. These things we go to know the any margins are there, any okay, we are going to the to know my dear students, to know for the here contribution of the margins. Then you coming into the importance of break even points. The importance of the break even points there to required financial planning, risk assessment. Then the third one is settling prices. These are all the importance of break even points. Please my dear students, to note down. So here to know for the break even point, the break even points, there will be going to how we are going to the some of the important parameters to evaluate, to know the break even points, how you are going to calculate the margin points, importance of the break even points, how you are going to the break even points, how you are going to the break even analysis, the formulas, what is meant by break even point, all those things, all the parameters in this class to learn. My dear students, now I am going to conclude. I am going to stop here. You are going to resuming C0-2 and section 3. There you are going to learn detail point of view. You discussed all those things and recommended the break even points or section 3. Now I am going to stop here. Thank you very much. We will go to the resuming section 3 or C0-2.